a delicious recipe. It's a chicken enchilada. I'm making one pan, an 8x8, but you can easily double this recipe and make 2 pans and have one for dinner tonight and one for later. I highly recommend doing that because then you always have a recipe of enchiladas on hand just hanging out in your freezer, and who doesn't want that? Start by mincing 2 cloves of garlic. So about a tablespoon of garlic. This is all for one recipe, okay? If you want to make 2, double everything I say. And then heat in a pan 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, not olive oil, over medium-high heat. And then add your garlic. My favorite sound. Cook it until it's fragrant. That shouldn't take more than about 30 seconds. Then add 1 to 2 tablespoons of chopped chipotle and adobo. 2 might be very, very spicy, so you might want to do 1. And then a teaspoon of ground cumin. I like to fry out my chipotle and my cumin before I add my remaining ingredient and let the cumin spice mellow and age. The cumin adds depth and deliciousness to many dishes as long as you treat it properly. Then add a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Give that a stir. You want to coat all the flour in oil. You're making kind of low-fat roux. Normally you would use a 1/4 cup of oil for a 1/4 cup of flour, so be careful when you're adding your liquid. In fact, I think the best thing to do would be to do this with a whisk, so I think I'll get a whisk. And then whisk in 1 can of stock gradually. I like to just add a little bit at a time so lumps don't really form. So in an effort to keep this dish lower in fat, we reduce the amount of oil that we use to make our roux. So we just have to be a little more careful when we're whisking in our liquid, but it's really should not be a problem as long as you do it gradually. And then a 1/2 cup of water. That you can just add in. Season it up. Don't use pepper, you already have all that chipotle. A little bit of salt though. Bring it to a boil and then cook, stirring occasionally until it thickens. The flour is going to thicken it quite a bit, about 5 to 8 minutes. While you're waiting for it to cook, you can shred up your chicken. I have 3 cooked chicken breasts, or you can just use any cooked chicken. If it doesn't have to be chicken breasts, the chicken breasts are lighter, so it's going to be a little less calories if you use 100% chicken breast, but I personally like chicken thigh, so I have a combination of chicken thigh and breast. You'll need about 3.5 to 4 cups of shredded chicken. That looks good. I have some tortillas that I've already heated up. I just wrap them in a kitchen towel and put them in the microwave to heat them up. You can also do this in the oven, wrap them in foil and heat them in the oven for about 10 minutes at 350. And also a 1/2 cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. Sauce I think is ready. Add a cup of the sauce to your chicken. I'm gonna approximate. Give that a stir. You want to make sure that all your chicken is nicely coated. Let's see, is it flavorful? Yes. Then a 1/4 cup of the sauce goes into the bottom of an 8x8 square baking dish. Just a little base. And then what you do, fill your corn tortillas. I have 8 here with the chicken, rolling them up. And then put them seam side down in your prepared baking dish. Making enchiladas is actually a great way to use up leftover cooked meat, right? You can use pork here. I suppose you could use beef. Anything would be good. You don't even have to go out of your way. If you're making roast chicken for dinner, why not roast 2? And then you have lots of leftovers for great ideas. I don't know, I feel like maybe I wasn't being generous enough in my filling. I might have a little left over, but that's okay. Make yourself a sandwich. Snuggle it in, and then pour the remaining sauce over the top. If you were going to make these for the freezer, put the remaining sauce in a little container and then freeze them side by side. Don't pour the sauce over it, it'll get a little soggy. Sprinkle your cheese over the top, 1/2 cup of grated Monterey Jack. Bake at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes, just until it's bubbling and heated through. For the full freezing and thawing and all of that information, go to our website at everydayfood.com. Time to eat your fabulous creation, or time for me to eat my fabulous creation. You kind of want to let it sit for, I don't know, 5 minutes before you serve it up. Not much to look at, but extremely delicious, and it's make ahead, and it's a freezer dinner, so I don't think anybody's going to be complaining. Oh, you can sprinkle it with some cilantro if you want. Why not, I say? You might want to chop it. I like whole leaves. Let's eat some. It's warm and cozy and delicious, and it's a freezer dinner. Make 2 today, eat 1, freeze 1, and you'll be happy you did. You know, it's really delicious, and I don't really miss all that extra cheese. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe, and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.